Voice of Indonesia.
Voice of Indonesia from Indonesia to the world. VOI listeners and viewers, when you think about traditional attire, you might imagine something meant only for museum displays or formal, once a year events. But what if a centuries old garment could be so versatile that you could comfortably wear it for your daily routines or even when hiking up a mountain? And today we are spotlighting kebaya, Indonesia's iconic traditional attire that was officially inscribed as UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage in late 2024. And so joining us today is someone who loves kebaya, Ibu Rahmi Hidayati, head of Perempuan Berkebaya Indonesia. It is a cultural community in Indonesia dedicated to preserving, promoting, and normalizing the kebaya as everyday attire for Indonesian women. Hello, Ibu Rahmi. How are you today? And thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm fine. I'm very happy here. I'm in Bali now.
I see. What about the weather in Bali? Is it good?
Wow, very good.
I see. I'm glad to hear that. And so, let's talk about kebaya. And in your personal view, Ibu Rahmi, what is the true meaning and essence of kebaya attire for Indonesian women?
Kebaya is a garment that embodies modesty and decorum. It was traditionally worn by the ancestor of Indonesian archipelago as a way of dressing modestly. Although there are many styles, a garment is considered a kebaya only if it meets this characteristic. A front opening, like I use this, sleeves, like this, and symmetrical left and right side.
I see. So it is the specific style of kebaya.
Yeah.
I see. And as you have said that there are various kebaya as of now, but before we talk about that, what philosophical values that make kebaya so special, and how has it remained so timeless and relevant from the era of our ancestor and even today?
Kebaya becomes special because of its modest design and its widespread everyday use by past generation. It has also been worn as official attire at state ceremonies, royal events, and various cultural occasions in Indonesia and also in the world.
I see. And would you talk a little about this kebaya in the world? We are a little bit curious about that.
Yeah, we need to introduce the history of the kebaya to younger generation through various initiatives. At PBI, Perempuan Berkebaya Indonesia, we have developed programs such as Kebaya Goes to School, Kebaya Goes to Campus, Kebaya Goes to Office, and Kebaya Goes to the World. Through this program, knowledge about the kebaya reach young people and Indonesian women wherever they may be. By understanding its history, style, and possible modern adaptation, more people will hopefully be encouraged to wear the kebaya and realize that it's not difficult or inconvenient to wear.
All right, as you have said that you are supporting the daily wear of kebaya, and historically we know that kebaya is a daily wear for Nusantara women, and it has been seen as formal and stiff. Um, so you are, as an outdoor enthusiast, have been worn kebaya while climbing a mountain, and where the key was simply using comfortable fabric and proper wrapping techniques. So, learning from that experience, How do you encourage people, especially the younger generation, to see kebaya as a practical and flexible option for everyday wear? And also, as of now, the young people is love to mix and match kebaya with jeans and or sneaker. And as a kebaya lover, how do you see that? And maybe it's part of encouraging young people to wear more kebaya. So, what do you think, Ibu Rahmi?
Yeah, today many young people are beginning to wear the kebaya when gathering with friends, attending certain event, or going to campus. They often pair it with jeans or short skirt. Rather than criticizing them, we should appreciate the willingness to wear the kebaya and encourage them to combine it with traditional Indonesian textile such as batik, tenun, and lurik. Excessive criticism may discourage them for wearing the kebaya altogether. So we have to, okay, you can use that kind of style you use with jeans or whatever, and we try to educate them about kebaya, how to use kebaya with traditional tenun and batik, and also like lurik and other textile.
I see. So knowledge is what's important in kebaya, right? Even if right now it's going through modernization, the history is still important. And so this movement is to empower the younger generation with National Kebaya Day, and it is celebrated every July 24. And so, could you give us a sneak peek into the exciting events planned for this year's celebration, Ibu Rahmi?
Yeah, this year PBI will commemorate National Children Day and National Kebaya Day in Bali on July 24. PBI branches in 22 regions will also hold similar events in their respective areas, alongside various women's organizations. Activities in Bali will include a morning walk in kebaya, dance and music performance featuring kebaya, a kebaya coloring competition for school children, education session on promoting the kebaya through social media, as well as exhibition and bazaar, showcasing kebaya and related accessories.
I see. So it's the daily activity that's encouraged to while wearing kebaya. And so from these daily activities and also from the collective advocacy, kebaya was officially recognized by UNESCO in late 2024 as an intangible cultural heritage alongside our neighboring countries. And as someone who actively support the use of kebaya, how do you feel seeing kebaya stand proudly on the global stage, Ibu Rahmi?
Yeah, as a person who proposed the establishment of National Kebaya Day and the nomination of the kebaya for UNESCO recognition, I am delighted to see the current progress. The movement to preserve the kebaya as cultural heritage and introduce it to the world continues to grow stronger, with more women of all ages wearing the kebaya both in Indonesia and all the world.
I see. So your goal is for kebaya to be worn all over the world, and that's amazing, Ibu Rahmi. And so since this recognition was a joint nomination with the neighboring countries like Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and Thailand, are there any upcoming international events or cross-border collaboration being prepared?
Yeah, the UNESCO nomination was submitted jointly with neighboring countries like Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and Thailand. However, there has not yet been a joint commemoration, which we hope can take place next year.
I see.
Maybe here in Indonesia, because the kebaya come from our country as
I also hope that will happen because kebaya is such a beautiful clothes and so versatile. And also, Ibu Rahmi, maybe you have something to say to our VOI listeners around the world who are maybe interested and want to start wearing kebaya in their daily lives. And so maybe you have some tips to say for beginners who wants to wear kebaya.
Yeah, it's really encouraging to see more women around the world embracing the kebaya. The key is eliminated the perception that wearing traditional clothes is difficult. For a simple look, they can pair the kebaya with a long batik, tenun, or lurik skirt, all of which represent Indonesia's rich textile heritage. Most importantly, the upper garment should follow the defining characteristic of a kebaya, a front opening, sleeves, and symmetrical design.
I see. And so, do you have any tips or maybe any message to share so that women, especially, will feel confident and comfortable embracing the beauty of kebaya, Ibu Rahmi?
Yeah, just use kebaya because you love it, and kebaya is a very beautiful dress. You can use it wherever you go. Like me, I'm going to climb the mountain. I always use kebaya. It's not difficult to use kebaya, and also like batik, tenun, or whatever is with as a dress code with kebaya. It's okay. It's not difficult. Just try.
All right, so just try the kebaya for any occasion, right? And so thank you very much, Ibu Rahmi Hidayati, for sharing your insight on kebaya. And for our VOI listeners,
And I hope you use kebaya to next conversation like this. Okay?
All right, I'll try. All right, thank you very much, Ibu Rahmi, and for our VOI listeners. If you are interested in wearing kebaya, as you can see, there are a lot of style in kebaya, just like what I wear and also what Ibu Rahmi wore today. And so, do support the kebaya and don't be shy to wear kebaya when you want it. And for our listeners, for more insightful talk, you can stay tuned with us, and you are with me, Dika, from Voice of Indonesia, from Indonesia to the world.
Voice of Indonesia.